Clinton will often make them have some funny signs and symptoms, just as side effects. Oh, dude. Let's turn on the magnetic mat. There. Hey? Is he really tired after physio?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I do 20 to 30 minutes of continuous stretches.
Nice.
That,
Yeah.
even Janine had,
Yeah. Showing you, yeah.
and he gets pretty tired.
Mm-hmm.
I usually work on his hand raise to build some muscle.
Yes, yeah, doing a little bit of the strength building behind.
Yes, like the pulling and some resistance. Yesterday his pull was good. The day before is really weak.
Right, so you can feel differences day to day.
And Ben does hydro.
Yeah, you're doing the water and stuff. Good. Does he like it? Does he hate it?
He likes it better than the other.
The other stuff? Yeah.
It's a bit easier.
Yeah. Alright. It's nice because there's that buoyancy, right? So it offloads body weight, which he's obviously worried about body weight all the time because of the falling over. If he falls over in the water, it's, of course, you're right there to make sure nothing happens. And then how is the consistency of the poops?
Pretty bad.
Like really
it's like
runny or?
running at the tail end of the day.
Oh, really? So after he's been moving more.
Do you know what that means?
Well, that is kind of funny. Well, I guess if he is moving more and it's not staying consistent, that's why it's getting runny. What's it like in the morning?
In the morning, it's a solid poo.
Yeah, because he hasn't been moving. Okay.
So if he moves a lot, his poop would be good.
Yeah, so part of why we have bowel movements is because of motility, right? So the bowel moves when we move. But the problem that's probably happening is his bowels, it's moving too fast through his bowels in order to form. Is he comfortable throughout the night? Like, or do you hear him or see him shifting around?
No, I'm wondering if he doesn't shift because he's too weak. But otherwise, I make sure to see him sleeping before I sleep.
Are you sleeping good? No, I'm sleeping terrible. So worried.
But he does wake me up with the bell when he has to go.
Oh, yeah.
I will hear little shakes, like rings.
Do you guys end up going out in the middle of the night?
We just recently set something up in the garage with all the snow.
Yeah.
We can just go in there instead.
Not be too cold. Good job. And then in the notes, Janine says that you brought your little thing with you. You had a little piece of equipment or something? It said client bought electrical ring.
Oh,
That's what it was. The PEMF loop. Did you guys end up using it?
Yeah, we used it.
Awesome.
We use it every day, but
Awesome.
it's hard to see a difference.
For sure. For sure. The good part is that you can use it on you too, right? So when, say, he passes away, if you ever have any injuries or anything, you can put it on yourselves. There's actually decent scientific literature, veterinarian and human, behind PEMF technology. It's what this mat is. Pulsed electromagnetic field. PEMF. And he's drinking lots of water.
No, so
No.
he's been on the subcutaneous fluid.
Oh, right, you had told me that before, yeah.
But he does take water when I give it to him in syringe. So, if he didn't want it, he'd just hold it in his mouth or just
Just spit it out. No, dude. How are you? You know I got you. How is our hearing?
good.
Good. It's just vision a little bit more that he lacks.
Yes, the left eye is gone. The right eye, it's limited vision.
Okay. So he still probably sees shadows and blurred things. So I was gonna say he noticed that noise out there.
Oh,
Cause it's just like humans, when we start to lose vision and hearing, we kind of like end up in our own little world, and we're more likely to fall. That's a little bit what's happening to him, but he still has his hearing.
I think his vision is alright because he watches himself in his selfies.
In his
In the mirror?
selfies, yeah.
Yeah.
In his selfies. That's awesome. Yeah, just because they're cloudy, just because the eyes are cloudy doesn't necessarily mean that it equals the amount of vision loss, right?
Okay, Pepper.
Yeah, go dude. How old is he again?
Just a little. He's 17 now.
That's awesome. I love it. Senior pups are so special. Do you guys give him the Cartrophin yourselves?
Yeah. It's really difficult for him to travel.
Yeah, like even coming here is hard, hey?
Yeah, I have to hold him, like cradle him like a baby.
Oh, not a car ride fan, hey? And you guys home the next couple of days from work?
Yeah, I actually just quit my job.
Oh, yeah.
To
Deal with this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, that's good. You get to spend lots of time with him. Yeah. It's crazy how they become your whole life.
Yeah.
Where does he sleep at night?
He sleeps on the bed with me.
Yeah.
So I have this blanket set up.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure he doesn't have to go.
Yeah. And you're not worried about him like moving around too much.
No.
Yeah. 'Cause like you said, he more is not moving because he's weak.
Correct.
And what will he eat these days?
Well, last night when he actually had an appetite,
Oh.
he ate
Cheeky?
chicken
Yeah.
leg meat.
Yeah.
So he likes that, and he likes salmon skin.
Oh, delicious. Lots of good stuff in there. Yeah, exactly. And what vet will you guys use?
Airdrie Animal Clinic.
And they'll come to the house. Awesome. That's very special.
They got a good team there.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you heard of them?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think they've sent like quite a few referrals
Oh,
here.
really?
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah,
It's so nice.
yeah,
When my
Oh, sorry,
girl
cute.
passed away,
yeah.
I didn't expect it.
It was
but
more
they-
sudden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that they sent flowers to us, and then a week after that, like 10 days after that, they sent another card
Yes.
with
Yeah.
the like ink pop
Yeah.
list. It was very nice of them.
Yeah. So lovely. There we go. And then we were talking before about that you guys were looking at another dog, right?
Eventually it will be
Eventually.
adopted.
Yeah. 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 Another one of these guys?
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
Another toy poodle.
Yeah. Yeah.
But ideally something small.
Yeah, really tiny. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
The
like-
size. It's so convenient.
Especially if they have issues like this, it's easier to do exercises.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he never would have gone on this long if he was a big dog, right? You'd end up having to like drag him and. Why are you being feisty? Hey, you want to take a break? Let's see. Take a little break. No falling over though. There we go. There. Good job. He's got lots of action in his tail though. Hey, like that's never. Or we're gonna poop. Might be pooping. Here we go. Slow motion.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Literally.
It's alright, Pepper.
There we go, dude.
It's okay, it's okay.
So they're like little rabbit turds, hey?
This one for now.
Yes, yeah. He might got more in there though. Lots of times when we start working on the back, like when we do Cairo stuff, it gets stuff moving. So it's totally normal. Don't worry at all.
Did you put much in the morning?
Yeah, well, decent size.
If you want to just go outside the front door, there's a garbage out there for the smell. I think we got the fan going on in here, hey? I figured something was going on with you. There. Yeah, lots of times I end up pooping in here. I know, now you're more awake. You're okay. You just need to feel your hips. These are a little sore.
It's okay, Papa.
How many poops a day does he do?
Twice, typically.
Yeah? You're okay. We're just gonna hold
Three
this.
times.
Oh, careful. Gotcha.
It's alright, Papa.
Good job, Have you been holding this stretch? The backwards one.
Not that long.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yes, holding it for 3 seconds.
Okay, let's start to hold it for about 10. Yeah. Just because when I watch him walk, his biggest barrier to like moving fast or preventing falling is he doesn't extend his hind legs back enough. And we want to make sure, like partially that'll be because he doesn't have the strength to do it, but we want to make sure he's got the range of motion for sure to do it. Which he does, right? Like I feel like I could go further back with his leg and we could hold this for 30 seconds. So let's start to do that.
Okay. When I do the baby hold thing,
Yeah.
I extend his leg down.
Nice. Yeah, so he's getting
Hold it.
that. That's perfect. Yeah, same idea. Absolutely. And then do I have you doing some stuff with his tail?
Just the pull.
The tail pull. So the other thing we're going to do over the next couple of days is we're going to give his little nubby here little squeezes. Like sometimes I'll even give it like almost like a little pinch. And then it moves all around. Because the brain, spinal cord, and all the little nerves end here. So when we get weakness, we actually want to increase the signal to the neurological system, the nervous system. And by giving little pinches here, it can work this way. Because his biggest problem is down here. So we just work backwards. We work nerve, spinal cord, brain. There, dude. Yeah, you can just even be little pinches. And if he moves that around like that, that's a really good sign that the message is getting out there. Laser your hind end. The one thing that I like a lot right now is he's the first time I saw him, he laid most of the appointment. He's actually wanting to stand right now, so I let him stand, right? Because I'm just supporting him. He's gonna fatigue pretty fast. So cute. Now, how is peeing?
More frequent.
Yeah, yeah.
He has a hard time in that stance position.
Yeah. Did he ever pee like a boy, like lifted his leg when he was younger?
He did, but I think he only stopped that because when he was peeing on the pee pad, it wouldn't
Yeah,
allow him to.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's just out of habit.
Yeah. So now he pees in the squat position, which is much easier nowadays. Yeah. Where are you going? What are you doing? Look at that tail. Is he gonna poo? You think he's gonna poo in my hand? You're on full guard. No,
alright.
I think he's good. Could be just that we woke up that neurological system, so the tail really gets going.
Sometimes when he gets like when he wants to poo, he
I
starts
know.
trying to walk away.
He gives you the warning signals. So good. Do you guys actually have the appointment on Friday? Like booked?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
We had it booked when we would have put them both down together, but then she died unexpectedly.
Right, yeah.
So then we just canceled his.
Yeah, yeah. Because you're right. It like he already looks so much better after physio, but it doesn't last. Right, is the hard part.
It's just really masking the other one.
Yeah, yeah. No, a couple more here. No, we did some needles.
I know.
We never did acupuncture needles.
No, we
Yeah.
were talking about it
Yeah.
to see if the laser helps first.
Right, yeah.
Do little by little.
Right, yeah. So what do you want to do? Do you want to try some today? Do you want to just leave it? It's really up to you.
What would the needles do? You said it's a dry needle, right?
Yeah, so do the dry needling, but with him, I would actually do them just in his low back. So to activate that neurological system again would be my main goal. And I would put it in one of the traditional acupuncture points, which is for low back pain.
Okay.
But it's really up to you.
Any adverse side effects?
Yeah, sometimes they can be sore for a day after. So it's a catch-22, right? If you're like, well, he's only going to be around for a couple of days. Do we want him to be sore at all? Oh, my goodness. Let's take a break. You're being feisty.
No, but I won't be there.
I could do not the dry needling. I could just do that one acupuncture point so he won't be sore from that.
Okay, yeah,
Do you
sure.
want to try that?
Yes.
Yeah, you're okay
So
with
you're
that?
walking, yeah.
I know, isn't he walking better?
Yeah, he's walking
I know.
really good.
He always does this. Oh, okay. You're gonna knock over. You're so funny. Okay, let's try one needle and we'll see how it goes.
But then, do you want to give any salmon treat?
Mhm.
She does that.
Have you guys ever had acupuncture?
No.
No. Oi. No.
How long does the acupuncture, if I typically last? Like the benefits of it?
It's very, I would say that's a really hard question to answer. If I'm talking from a dry needling perspective, it should be a couple of days. Yeah. What the dry needling does is more release tighten muscles. What we're going to do with him is we're more going to just kind of just focus on his neurological system. So it's not so musculoskeletal.
Not eating it?
What?
Okay, Pepper. Is that mine or the bag?
Here we go. Needles in. We'll just leave it there for a couple of minutes.
I guess you didn't feel it.
Yeah, he did like a little motion. I don't know necessarily if his brain felt it, but his body temporarily felt it.
The last time you saw him was 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
And do you remember how much of a muscle mass difference it was based on 2 weeks ago to now?
I would feel like in his glutes, like on top of his pelvis, that he's probably lost a little bit more. Yeah, yeah. So when we get to this age in life, it's so hard to put muscle mass on. Right? Like even though you've been doing the exercises, it's hard. Yeah. Especially when he's not eating. So he doesn't have the calorie content to lay down muscle tone. I can assume though he was never a chunky dude. Right? He was always a lean guy.
He was
Kind of,
He was kind of chunky.
yeah, a little bit.
pork chop legs.
Oh, really thick little,
Yeah.
which is very different from now. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skin and bone.
Yeah.
I think he used to weigh like what, like 4.1, 4.2,
What is he now?
like 3.5, 3.6. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which in this size is quite a bit. Good. Take the needle out. There we go. You survived your first acupuncture. your little needle. There, good. If he is to fall over, what is the way that he usually falls?
Sometimes left, the right side.
It's both, yeah.
Is it? It's kind of equal.
He lost sensation in all legs except for the front left.
Right, that was his strongest one. Okay. I'm gonna go grab a little bowl, and we're gonna do a couple of exercises on it. I'll be right back.
Is this normal? Not really.
With the just laying down there?
Oh wow, he got up. Usually can't.
When he goes down, he stays down.
Yeah. He's too weak to get up that quick.
Yeah, but he did. That is the power of the neurological system, right? The nervous system, all of our nerves innervate our muscles. So if it's not firing properly and quickly, our muscles can't do the job, right? So I think if over the next little while we can get his neural system wound up, you'll see big improvements. I'll be right back.
Good boy, good boy. Let's walk a little bit more then. Good boy, good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Pepper. Good boy. Good boy. Good doggy. Good boy.
Okay. So we're gonna do a little bit of core stability work. So let's bring him to me.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna be weird. You're okay, I gotcha. You're okay.
Oh, do you need a hand or anything?
No, we're good. I just kind of want to see what he's gonna do. Do you guys have any balls at home?
No.
No.
Just a
It's like a dollar store ball. So what we're doing is I'm stabilizing his core, obviously, so he's not going to fall at all. And then he gets this really wiggly input from the ground, right? Like the ground is like earthquake. And that gets his whole system more awake. Like, you know when you almost fall and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I'm awake now. There. But I give him the comfort of that he's not going to go anywhere. And we go for a walk. There. Then the earth is super easy, right? Because it's super stable.
Oh. So that what does that help? Like
We're
it-
just waking up the nervous
Oh.
system. Yeah. Just doing the whole system.
Is that a little better than like we were doing that like the 3-point one, like the
The three-legged stands.
Yeah.
That was a start. That was our goal to try and build a little muscle mass. And you guys tried that for 2 weeks. And it does take 3 weeks, even in humans, to build muscle mass, right? You go to the gym, you don't see benefits in a week. Okay, well, come back here. Hi. Come to me. Do you like your physio? There. There. Got a little tail wag there. Now, I'm going to put your core and your torso on there. There. And then we're going to rock. And we're going to roll. I'm doing weird things today, dude.
Where did you get that ball?
Oh, it's a dollar store.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah, or like Walmart or something like that.
is that kind of the size that we should probably
This
look
is a
for?
great size for him, yeah. Normally I actually use like human exercise balls, the Swiss balls, that are like 3 times this size. But those are too big for him. This, it makes him at least still kind of, like he almost can touch the ground with his hind paws there. I gotcha. We're not gonna go anywhere, but we're firing up muscles that he doesn't know are there still. His brain does not communicate to them right now. Oh my goodness. So I just kind of like unpredictably, 3-dimensionally rock him around.
So it's okay for his front legs to be splayed out like that?
Totally. Yeah. It's actually good because if you notice when he walks, his legs are all too narrow. Oh, we're really drunk now.
Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Oh my goodness. Go slow. Go slow. Let's even see if we can take a little break now. The biggest thing is we don't want to overdo it with him, right? A little break. There. Because when you guys are just hanging out around the house, like say you're watching TV. Oh. Does he ever lay down?
We force him to lay down like that.
Like
not
this,
force,
yeah.
but like,
Yeah. Ask him to so he stops walking around so he's not in danger to himself, right?
Correct. And that seems to be the best position.
He seems, yeah, totally content. And do you do your stretching here?
Oh no. We did stretching when he was up.
In standing, okay. We'll see if he likes it in laying. Sometimes you can get a bit, just like you, if you if you stretch laying down, you get more range of motion because your muscles aren't on because they're not fighting gravity. There.
I guess the only time when we do stretching when he lays down is when we put him on his back on the pillow.
Mm-hmm. And then stretch out his hind legs. Cool. Yeah, that one's great. This one's hard for me. So like that stuff, I would just do like 10 seconds of the first one, let him go for a little walk, 10 seconds of the second one. I think I did it for a touch too long, and that's why he was really drunk when he walked off, because he was fatiguing. Just like us when you go, like say you run really, really fast, and then all of a sudden your legs feel like they're not your legs, they're all jiggly. That's a little bit what he was probably feeling. Hi, come on. And do you guys always lay him on one side, or are you good about switching sides?
We switch.
Awesome, yeah. It's just really good for the lungs, yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness.
When he wakes up.
Hi. You're so freaking cute. Oh, he has a harder time bending this leg, hey?
Yes.
This was his good one when all his legs went paralyzed. His left one, you said, was the good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The right one was hard to pick up.
To bend, yeah, you can still feel that, hey? It's a little bit of spasticity that's still in there. Nice.
It's okay, Papa.
Good job.
When I massage his neck,
Yeah.
he seems to tweak a bit.
Yeah, like he doesn't necessarily love it.
Like
Yeah, I think that's because his original injury is in there, in his neck.
an injury.
Yeah. I think my guesstimate is a long time ago that was the original thing where we started to see the weakness in all of his legs.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because if the weakness was only in his hind end, then we would assume that it's kind of in this part of his spine. It could be in his neck. But because you've seen this this leg being hard to bend and then this one being the strong one, it tells me that there was something that happened in his neck. And toy poodles are really, really prone to it. You seem confused.
No, it's just I think when he fell down the stairs and.
Do you think? Yeah.
Like a really bad fall.
Yeah. Like this May. This
Yeah.
year. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's so hard to say. You can go round and round, worrying about when stuff happened, but you end up just kind of dealing with the day that it is every day. So what happens in toy poodles is their first vertebrae that sits on their skull is kind of almost malformed just because we're breeding them so tiny. And so they can have a little bit of instability in there, and that leads to neck pain. It's the main reason I see toy poodles. Yeah. Or knees, bad knees too. His knees are pretty good. So you want to make sure your next toy poodle that the head is not too big, right? Because when they get big heads and teeny tiny little bodies, it puts tons of pressure on the neck because of gravity, right?
The cherry one, they call it? I don't remember her.
Neck?
Yeah.
So,
He is slightly bigger than her.
is he? Yeah. The only other thing I want to do with him today is you guys massage, right?
By
Massage
hand,
them?
yes.
By hand, yeah. And you feel like you're getting to areas that are good? Like nothing that you're worried about the tweaking except for the neck? Okay. Because another super easy way to do it as an owner is just to get this from the dollar store as well. And then it's not so pokey with your fingers, and you can get kind of a more like whole body massage. I know. The super cool things we get at the dollar store for the dogs. So like in here, this shouldn't bother his neck because it's such a large surface area of pressure. And like I'm not even really putting anything through it. Just more moving the skin and the fascia. And then let's see what happens if we squeeze his tail. Boop, boop. Oh, yeah, good. Right, like you saw how it went through all the legs.
You did the tip again?
Yeah, just the tip. That's where all the little nerves are. You know when you know how many nerves are in your fingers? That's a little bit, even in a higher concentration in the tail. Oh, yeah. Oftentimes they'll poop too. Always be ready for a poop. Oh, yeah. Good. Can you switch sides? I know. You're doing so good.
If he tries to get up on his own and I let it, would that hurt him?
So if he struggles for like longer than 3 seconds, then I would definitely assist him. But if it looks like he's gonna make it, you want to allow him to do as much as possible. Just like us, right? Like with older humans, we always want to help them. But it's actually a good little exercise to not like let them struggle, but let them have that independence. Because dogs are just like humans. They want to be able to do things on their own, right? And that is one of the hard parts with tiny dogs, is we end up like picking them up all the time, right? And
Should we do it like that, like the rolling thing kind of down his back, so kind of would that help? Like,
to help the
straightening?
spine. Yeah, absolutely. And this, I would actually say I put the most pressure here on the spine. Like that. I'm way more careful. Like I don't need to put any pressure on the ribs. That's very light, and this is a little bit more. Oh my goodness, hey? You guys are gonna have to go to the dollar store after this. And when you put the loop on him that you got last time, where are you putting it?
Sorry?
The loop.
Oh, the loop. So sometimes just put on his neck.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Sometimes I try.
Yeah. An hour or so?
Pretty much almost 24/7.
Okay,
Is
that's
that
fine.
too much?
No, I would make sure and take a break from it. Wait, so maybe, do you have it on while sleeping?
Sleeping, yes.
Okay. So maybe, why don't we take it off for an hour? I don't know what hour would be most convenient for you.
Just, when I feed him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I should give him like about 2 hours.
Does he eat standing up?
Yes, I put him standing like with my leg in between his legs.
Yeah, and then he can eat.
Yeah, he can stand up.
Awesome. There we go. Okay, let's go for a little walk. Let's wake up your system. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
So cute, Pepper.
So cute. Your crazy massage. Oh no, the shaking went down. Do you ever see him shake anymore?
Yeah, actually, he shook today too.
Oh, did he?
So he does have good shakes, and he doesn't always fall down.
Okay, good.
Sometimes.
Shaking is a good thing that they will try it, because a dog that has a really painful neck won't shake because of pain. So that tells me, okay, his neck feels okay, but then his balance gets totally.
He shakes
Totally
till
wonky.
his tail, like it goes down to his tail.
That's good. That's awesome.
Like, so we do the hydro, we do it almost every day.
Mhm.
And then just whenever he's like wet and sometimes shakes.
Yes. Yeah. Well, to get the water off. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna write down you guys' new exercises, and you're just gonna see how he is over the next little bit. Yeah. Like I said to you before, like we obviously always support when you guys make the decision, right? We always say to people, we do it for us, right? He doesn't know if he stays around for another week or another 3 days, or, but it's always good to give them the opportunity to see what they can do. Yeah. Hi. What you do, Pepper? Hi. You want this? Do you want to massage yourself? There. Good job, dude. You're doing really good. He actually surprises me how good he does on stepping on and off the mat and over my shoes. And I know he not every time stays sturdy, but
It's okay. So walking around a lot more here. than at home.
yeah, I think it's kind of been the theme. Hey, when he comes here, he feels like he's out and about, more alert, way more new things going on. Okay, so you're gonna do
Oh, sorry.
tail pinches. You can do you want to try that just while he's standing there?
Sure.
Just right on the tip of that where he's almost got no hair.
Over here.
Yeah, little pinches. Yeah, and then as soon as you see kind of that little shake or that vibration through his body, you're good. So we'll do that 10 times a day. Especially when you're like, okay, I want him to take some steps. Always do it before. 4 steps.
Do I pinch and hold?
If this is, consider your finger. If this is his tail, like sometimes I will do that. Like, boop,
Oh,
boop.
that much pressure.
Yeah,
Oh,
quite a bit.
that was
Yeah.
Pretty light.
Even before I was like a little bit nail too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of those things where, of course, you don't want to like pinch him to cause pain, but the pros cons benefit is he's way better after, and he's probably less likely to fall. So I'm sure he'll take a tail pinch over falling on his face,
Right.
right? Yeah, owners have trouble with giving the little pinch, but once you see the benefits, it's great. Oh, dude. Yeah, and he looks really good when you hold him like that. Yeah. So we're gonna try and do some of his stretching, especially his full right front flexion in laying. So that one that I felt was really stiff.
Oh, okay.
Full right front bend in side laying. Oh, he's so handsome. And then you can, if you want to get a ball, and you can do where he stands with all 4. And do that for 10 seconds. And then you can lay his belly on. And then do that for 10 seconds.
How many times per day?
Let's not overdo it, maybe 3 times a day. And then obviously you see how he's doing, right? Like if he is great tonight, but he's so tired tomorrow and he looks like he actually had a massive setback, then we know it was probably too much. It's hard, we never know what our ceiling is with these guys, how much we can do.
So how often should we because if we're doing it continuously almost every day, and
Yeah.
should we give him a day to just rest and?
Not at this point. No, yeah. It's better to do high frequency, low intensity exercises. So it would be like you go on this for 10 seconds, take a break, go on it for 10, and then that's all you do that hour. And then do hydrotherapy the next hour. And then stretching the next hour. Like obviously, you know,
Sorry.
you guys have to have your own lives too. But I wouldn't give him a whole day off. Yeah. Unless he was like having a really bad day. Yeah. You want to keep him moving as much as possible. Because we see it in the hospital lots of times with older humans. It's just like one day where say the physios don't come and get them out of bed. And it can be life or death.
Oh.
Yeah. Movement is medicine. Was there anything else I did today that was new?
The rolling thing?
Oh yeah, right. Paint roller. And that we can do along his spine and neck. Do I have you doing the ear thing too?
The pulling?
Yeah.
I saw you doing it.
Yeah, okay, so let's do that as well. That's nice. It's just like us when we get a headache. Sometimes if we pull on our earlobes, it feels like it opens up our sinuses. Are you pooping again? I don't know. Try the tail pinch rather than the butt hold. Yeah, give him a little. Yep. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Because sometimes he'll even be like, oh, that's kind of uncomfortable, and he'll walk away from you. And then he initiated getting out of the position versus you like lifting his belly. Is he leaning? Oh, he's so tired.
Are you doing like the skin or the actual like part of the tail?
The tail, like a
Tail part?
vertebrae. You're gonna feel vertebrae. Oh, dude, he's tired. He's leaning on the thing. All right, let's see how he does from this.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. I was glad to see you guys again.